Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Calcio with Reno. We're going to do a little Serie recap. You actually think I wasn't going to talk about Inter Milan and AC Milan's game. I have to talk about it, right? Plus, I have to conclude this little recap of Serie A. I will talk about the Inter Milan game and the Napoli Roma game, and then we'll have a little discussion on the Classifica. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, let's take care of business. What happened yesterday? A game was pretty impressive, surprisingly close to the 45-minute Rangers score, like this Milan. I can't say they were at their best, but they managed to control the game whatsoever. But what was surprising about this game, Inter could have won that game 3-4-0. They had 3 offsides, and then counting the Paul whatsoever. Beautiful actions from Di Marco, Lautaro, but it couldn't get in. It couldn't get in, and then unfortunately these offside. But the funny part of this, after they tied, because then the Viril, the Interista, scored at the last minute, the 90th minute. And they're all complaining about ref. They're Interisti that were pissed off because they said they should have won this game, and they're Interisti complaining about ref. Really? Especially you guys that had all these favors since day one, which I barely talk about because at the end of the day, we can all sit there and say the ref screwed things up, but you shouldn't be complaining. You should be honest that you lost, tied, and fair and square. It doesn't mean that you're not close to the Scudetto. You got 1 game in head. I know it will be nice to beat Milan, but you haven't beat them till now. And we gotta wait at the Coppa Italia what's gonna happen. So, but I don't know what this Milan at the other hand, because they beat them twice. Correct? They had this up and down, and I keep on saying it. Milan. Now they got the players. Yes, there was the presence of Walker. Now they got these new players coming on, which I'll talk about the Calcio Mercato tomorrow. But still, this green, the juice is a half made with this Milan. Inter, even though they tied, they play good. But, when you play good, you play the game of your life. It is what it is. But let's proceed because it's late. I have to do this video. Let me know your thoughts about this, and let me know what you think. So, my part on that, but then we witness another tie. Napoli. All the Napolitans are so excited, this and that. But of course, it was going to happen. Napoli scored the first goal. They were in Rome. Roma played their game. Like they tried at the very last 5 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. But then you keep on playing defensive, and Mr. Conte tell these guys to shoot another goal. But they couldn't manage. Then the 93 minute whatsoever, like very close to the end, Roma scores and end up a tie. Now the points are still close whatsoever, but like I said, it's going to be a very tight race for the Scudetto. We're all going to be watching till the end. Either you're Interista, Milanista, rivalries, whatsoever. We're all going to be watching it until the end. Probably people are going to take days off of work because there's people that work on Sunday like me. I'm not taking a day off because I can easily watch on my phone. And we're going to shout out to Inter Merda, Napoli Merda. Ooh, it's going to be a big fiesta alla grande, should I say. But we just have to wait and see. After all, Napoli had their good performance, but they can drain too. But you got to score more goals. I know in home, Conte wanted to manage to control the game with the 1-0, but sometimes these 1-0 games, non va bene. Now, today we finished off with Lazio winning against Cagliari 2-1. Now, if we look at this Classifica, which we go to the first 8, because I just noticed Bologna win. Like yesterday, Milan was 7th place. Now they're still 8. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, because now they have the new acquisti Milan. But looking at this classifica, ragazzi, Napoli still first place, which they're 3 points between Milan, Inter, and Napoli. So they still have that game at hand. You know, we'll have to wait and see. Atalanta drop their 3rd place against Torino. Lazio, yesterday, of course, Juventus was 4th. Now Lazio, they have 42, which they win today against Cagliari. So we gotta wait and see the next games, how it's gonna turn out. By Juventus, 5th place, but then they got Fiorentina behind, 1 point, 39 if I'm not mistaken, and then they have a game in hand with Inter. Then you got Bologna at 37, and Milan on 8th place. I don't remember. I'm doing all by memoria. So these are the positions of this Classifica on match day 23. So, okay, I understand most people are saying that Atalanta is going to drop. Like, they're not quite far off. I know it is ridiculous to see Atalanta tying, because they first lost with Torino the first round. Now they tie. I know they have Champions League whatsoever, which they got Maldini. I don't know if he's signed in or if he's going to be playing soon, but, you know, pretty much they have a squad. So, but it's going to be a very interesting race between these teams. I can't wait to see on what's going to happen, because pretty much Inter, they didn't need to get anybody at the Mercado because they're stacked. Even though they have injuries, but like I said on my last live, Inter, they have 3 teams and they can match. But what bothers me and most people, Mr. Inzaghi, once again, did the wrong choices. Like, you took off Cianluca was there, and then you can say, oh, Cianluca is there, they can win. He took off Cianluca, Bastoni, like all these changes that, okay, they managed the tie, but as soon as they get the yellow card and all this kind of stuff, Conceição is trying to regroup this team and give the guy time. Like, he is a badass, I tell you that. Then on the other hand, with Conte, unfortunately, you gotta score more goals, especially in Roma, when you're playing Rome. Plus, it's their rivalry too, Roma and Napoli. Then Atalanta, we gotta wait and see. I will still not say to avoid them, but anything is possible. Let me know what your thoughts. Stay tuned for tomorrow, some Calcio Mercato news and Juventus news combined. And I chat with you, Albert, soon. Like and subscribe. Buonanotte, with a nice spontaneous sip of my coffee. Alla faccia vostra. Ciao ragazzi.